What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Little Fat Mushy Toe, representing the WCIS. We can inspire someone. OPP, only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Health. Shout out to Uncle DV. And shout out to the community that's all about a unity. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? Hopefully, everybody having a great weekend. Feeling good, feeling great. Welcome to the stream tonight. We back on Sundays, y'all. Let me know how the audio is sounding. Make sure when you walk up in here, you hit that thumbs up. Support the channel. Support the positivity. Join the community. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And a Baddie is in the building. What up, a Baddie? A unity. It's my man BX the Great One with your Rudy Poo Candy Eyes. What up, BX the Great One? Hopefully everybody's feeling good tonight. All right, tonight we're going to be talking about a good topic. I was thinking about what we were going to talk about tonight. Y'all, we're going to talk about friendship. We're going to talk about when to end friendships, when friendships become toxic. We're going to talk about situations where you had to have difficult conversations with a friend, and how do you go about approaching those conversations? All right. We got Waterbed Have just stepped in the building. All right. Let me make sure Waterbed Have can hear me. Let's make sure Have, you going to give me the thumbs up. All right. He gave the thumbs down, y'all, in the background. Have is hating. He ain't even in the club yet. All right. We bring Have into, wait a minute. Have got to knock on the door too. He done missed work for the whole week. He got to knock on the door. All right, we bring a Waterbed Have in the building. What up, Waterbed Have? Yo, Waterbed Have, can you hear us? What's going on, bro? You looking into the Have heavens? There we go. Waterbed Have is in the building. What up, Waterbed?
What up, yo? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, bro. You looking into the heavens like you confused or something, bro. This is what he was trying to tell.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Heaven's in paradise. I'm wondering, like, yo, what is Hev trying to do? I'm talking to him. He looking into that. Now I know what it was. He is in. Is that El Salvador, bro?
No, that's Puerto Rico.
Oh, he in Puerto Rico, y'all. Bad Girl is in the building. What up, Bad Girl? Welcome to the stream. Hev is in the building. All right. So before I go any further, let's get an update from Hev. How's the new job, bro? How's everything going?
Oh man, new job is cool. A lot of training, a lot of learning, a lot of getting to know a bunch of different people, new people. I like it though. My boss is cool.
Yo, Hev, do you consider yourself to be an introverted person?
No, I think I'm a little bit of both.
Which one would you say you more of though?
I think introverted, because like they hired two people for my position.
Okay.
They hired a woman and they hired me, and one's a front end position and one's like more like a back office.
Okay. And so, you automatically wanted the back office.
Yeah. Yo, but the thing was that my supervisor was also like, yeah, I see you more in the back. And like, and the other girl, she was like, are you more bubbly, more friendly, like you belong in the front?
Yeah, they always want to put no disrespect to you, Have, but I think they should put the lady in the front.
Yeah.
You're ruggedly handsome, but I'm pretty sure that they'd rather see a nice, beautiful face walking in. Yeah. From a nice young lady.
My mug.
All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about a good topic. I have made me think about a good topic tonight. I was going to do one thing, but now we're going to switch it up. We're going to talk about when you have toxic people in your life, toxic friends, and we're going to talk about some of the best times you've had with friends, some of the most difficult conversations you've had with a friend, some of the best conversations you've had with a friend. You know, basically the topic of friendship, the difficulties of maintaining a great friendship, the value of having great friendship throughout the years. We're going to get into all of that tonight. All right. So everybody watching in the background, if anybody else want to join, make sure you let me put the link in the comment section. I'm going to put it up here for y'all. All right. We could also talk about toxic friends and family members. All right. We could talk about family. We could talk about family members too. We could talk about how Sometimes friends become more family than your real family. It happens a lot. All right. So let me copy the link and we're gonna put it in the.
What's up, A Baddie? What's up, BX? What's up, bad girl?
Everybody on the IG, if you're tuning in, make sure you come on over to the YouTube, WCIS1. Come join the conversation, join the community. It's all about unity. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up if y'all enjoy the content. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And make sure you hit the... What's the last thing they got to hit, Have? The thumbs up, the notification bell, and the subscribe button, all right? No, it's not the thumbs up. Have just immediately went to the thumbs up. All right, hold up. Have you frozen in heaven now? Hold on. Have you look like you going to heaven?
Frozen.
Uh-oh, you froze in heaven. Have you look like you going to the pearly gates, bro? You look concerned. You look like you're going to heaven, but you look concerned though. I never see somebody look concerned, but they going to heaven. Yo, Have looked like he was going to heaven, y'all, but he was truly concerned. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. Is he gonna let me in or no?
Not now.
Uh-oh, Big J's in the house. Watch your mouth up in the house. Go ahead, Have hit him with the saying.
In your mouth.
No, that's not it. I done told you 10 times, Have. What's the matter? You can't call nobody. What up, Big J? Welcome to the stream, my brother. How you doing tonight? Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully you're feeling good. What up, my man Billy over here on the IG? God bless you, my brother. Come on over to the YouTube. Join the conversation. All right. Have center yourself, bro. You look like you fade. You look like the water is pushing you right out of into the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I thought I picked a good background.
Yo, this background has got you looking mad hectic. It's like you floating away with the clouds, bro. Center yourself and sit up closer to the mic, bro. Come on, man. You done forgotten everything you did on the show the last 3 weeks. I have. So let me ask you a question, bro. What does friendship look like to you? What does friendship look like to you? And what are some of the most difficult things you had to do or deal with to maintain a great friendship with someone?
Dang.
What does friendship look like to you? Bad girl, what does friendship look like to you? BX, Big J, everybody else is lurking in the background. What does friendship look like to you? What should a good friendship always entail?
A good friendship should entail like it's hard to do, but more of like a even give and take.
All right.
And you shouldn't keep count on what you give or what you take.
Okay.
And there should be mutual love and respect for that person that comes naturally out of the both of you.
Okay.
And just like it shouldn't, like, a good friendship is never forced. Like I always said, like the best friendships have the least amount of pictures, because we too busy like enjoying our time together when we're together, when we're outside doing stuff.
Right. So when you take the time to take pictures, it's kind of like you staging the happiness.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bad girl, BX, Big J. Who else checked in? Have? Oh, and A Baddie. A Baddie, what does a great friendship look like to you? Same thing to you, Big J, BX, and Bad Girl. If any of y'all want to jump in and join the conversation, feel free. I agree with Have. A great friendship should come natural. You know, you should never have to convince or force someone. Ashley Larry's in the building. The fourth host, man. What up, Ashley Larry? Welcome to the stream, my brother.
What up, Ashley Larry?
Let's see what BX the Great One had to say. All right. Somebody who is there for you and don't want nothing in return. Love somebody you love being around everybody. Somebody that you love being around every day. Someone who is there for you but doesn't want anything in return, and someone that you love being around every day. That's a great answer, BX, the Great One. All right.
I like that.
Bad Girl said BX took the words right out of her mouth. All right. Um yeah, I think that friendship should never be forced. That's number one. You can't force someone to be your friend. You can't force chemistry. You can't force compatibility. Either y'all got it or you don't. Either y'all get along, y'all can enjoy each other's company, regardless of what y'all are doing, or you can't. Y'all have things in common, and then the things that you don't have in common, you're interested in. You know, like you can bring something new to the table that I might not have never done before. I've never been interested in before, but until you brought it to the table, and then when you did, I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty fun. You know, I can rock with you on this. You know, Have like riding bikes. So when Have used to live here with us, every once in a while I'll hop on the bike and go ride with him, and it was fun. You know, we had a good time. So yeah, I agree with Have on that one. It's never forced; it comes naturally, and I think that friends are able to hold. I think this is the difficult parts of friendship. Friends got to be able to hold each other accountable. You have to be able to
Mm-hmm.
hold each other accountable. If you can't hold your friend accountable, your friendship is not as strong as you may want it to be or you think it is. So, everybody in the chat, I want you to tell me a time where you had to hold a friend accountable. And did it go good or did it go bad? We got a Baddie knocking on the door. All right, a Baddie, make sure your camera's nice. Make sure that your new microphone is sounding nice and crispy. All right, we got a Baddie. All right, you your I see your camera looking crispy. All right, microphone is on, nice and good. Your levels all good. Hey, Baddie gave me the thumbs up. All right, got a knock on the door. All right, we bringing a Baddie into the building. All right.
Hi.
Yeah.
What up, A Baddie? What's
Baddie?
going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right. So, A Baddie, what does friendship look like to you?
Loyalty.
All right. That's right. Loyalty. Thick and thin.
Thick and thin.
All right. What else?
Mm.
She looking up into the heavens. A Baddie came in with one answer. She was good. You didn't think I was gonna hit you with another one.
Honestly, just I don't know, like just having somebody like that you can like just confide in and like it not be used against you. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. And I agree with you 100%. So now, tell me a time, tell me a time you had to hold a friend accountable. And how did it go? Did it go good or did it go bad? Did that conversation come naturally for you or did you have to force it? Because that's a tough conversation when you gotta be like, nah, you dead wrong, or nah, I can't rock with that one.
Like my friend was going like through marriage issues with his wife and stuff, and like like they were hurting each other because it was going back and forth, and like he didn't know if he was right or if he was wrong what he was doing, but he wasn't gonna stop doing it. And I was like, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna destroy your family.
Right.
So I was like, you gotta stop thinking about yourself and like maybe your own happiness, and like think about how like other people's happiness in your family, like your wife, what are they going through, and try to look outside the box because it's going to be very self-destructive at the end. And like you think this is what you want now, but then later on once the smoke settles you're going to be like, man, I shouldn't have did that.
Okay.
And I think that like as a friend, like you're put in a very particular spot where you got the privilege to say something to somebody that not just anybody can just tell that person.
Right.
So if you can, then you gotta say it.
Okay. So how did the conversation go? Was he receptive? Was he defensive? Did
No,
did it go well?
he was receptive. I mean, he at first he's the one that approach the conversation to me because I was avoiding. I didn't even know if I could talk to that. I didn't know if I could talk to him about that kind of stuff or how he was going to take it, because I thought, it's a very sensitive type of thing to talk about. But he was the one that initiated the conversation with me, so that kind of gave me like it opened the door for me to say what I had to say to him and what I wanted to say to him, but I didn't know how to say it until he kind of gave me permission to do it, because he valued my opinion that much.
All right. Well, I'm happy that you mustered up the courage to jump into a conversation that was kind of difficult, because talking about somebody's marriage is definitely a touchy subject. So yeah, that you jumped in and it came out positive. That's a great thing. So Baddie, same question to you. Have you ever had to hold a friend accountable? And if you did, or when you did, how did it go? Did it go good or bad? Actually, you know what? Let's do both. Let's go one time where you had to hold a friend accountable and it went good, and one time it went bad. So Hev just gave us a positive example. I heard you say bad. So I want you to give us the negative, and then we'll go back to Hev and see if Hev got a negative time where he tried to hold a friend accountable and that shit blew up on him.
So with me, right? I'm very much like either I'm with you or I'm not with you, right? There's no guessing with me. Like I don't what you're, I don't, right? And this was like when I was like younger though. Like I want to say like 5-6 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
I had a friend. It was a guy friend, and he was treating his women. I say women because
he was gigolo status.
He had more than one, but I grew up with this person, right? So like at the end of the day, like it was like, do you, whatever, like you got it. But I had this one friend. Well, I met through him, right? So I met through him, and honestly, like she was a good person. Like she was a great person.
Was she one of the women he was seeing?
Yeah.
It's already getting tangly.
and like but she was like a ride or die, you know what I mean? Like she like was all about him and everything. Like she didn't look at anybody. Like I went out with her without him, and she just was like locked in, you know?
Okay.
I'm like, yo, you got a good person. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I need you to stay out of my business. Like, I don't need you in my life like that, yada yada yada. And I'm like, I'm not saying that like I want to be in your life, but I'm just saying like he's actually a good person.
Right.
And he ended up pretty much blocking me.
Wow.
Because I kept it real.
How old was he?
At the time, he was 23, 22.
Okay, that sounds like a 23-year-old.
Yeah. So I mean, but like she was younger than him though. She was like 20, to be honest.
That's why she was a ride or die, because she wasn't jaded yet.
Yeah, no. Like, I swear she was so locked in, and if she wasn't, then I would have been like, hey, like, do you? But like she was so locked in that I'm like, you're treating her like this? Like it's about to be a cycle that's not good. And he just was not having it. He was like, I don't need that. Like he was just like, I don't need you in my life, yada yada yada, whatever. And I'm like,
so he just completely eliminated you from his life, blocked you on everything.
Because when he was doing what he was doing at first,
was he afraid that you was going to tell on him?
No, I mean, I hope not. But I think that before, like when he did what he was doing, like I was like, do you, these females are, if they're allowing you to act however you want to, then like that's your business. But the fact that like I saw how she was, and I was like, I kind of have to put a pause button on this because I don't think that you're treating her how she should be treated. He didn't like that. So I was being honest.
Did she know about the other women?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He kept it very like when I'm about you, I'm about you. And he was very smart. Like he would like turn his phone around. Like he changed his passcodes and everything. Like homie was like on it. But
he was a professional. He was a professional cheater.
And actually spoke to him not too long ago, like maybe like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, something like that.
Okay.
And he is still doing the same thing.
Well, I mean, I've said this on the show plenty of times. When you're dealing with a guy, regardless of what age he is, chop off 5 years. So if he's 28, he's really 23. I'm telling you, ladies.
So I'm 30.
All right, so just chop off 5 years maturity wise. All right, so
Not chill.
Yeah, chill. Don't say chill. You want to be 30, right? So give us an example of where you tried to hold a friend accountable and it didn't go so well.
So I think that what's important when you're friends with somebody is like you prioritize compromise. So like with me, it was when me and my ex friend, because we don't even talk anymore like that.
Wow. I have censor yourself, bro. You drifting into the clouds, bro. Look like you trying to sneak into Baddie's house.
There you go.
There you go. All right, Have. Come on back to the middle of come back into the middle of the earth. You got the clouds in the water behind you. What up, Just Jordan? What's going on? All right, go ahead, Have.
Wait, Have, real quick. How'd you do that?
What up, Kuba? Kuba the Goat is in the building.
Go to settings and then go to virtual background. See, Baddie want to be in paradise too. But with me and my ex friend, it was I tried to tell him, like, we were really close friends. He considered me to be his best friend. He was a close friend, but not my best friend personally. But I still cared about him a lot.
Okay.
And he was going through some things with his family and stuff like that. And I was trying to tell him some of the things he was doing wrong, and he thought I was attacking him. And he thought I wasn't on his side, and I was trying to explain to him that I was. I was trying to get to see him a different point of view, how he was, he was hurting himself and his family, and like he didn't appreciate that, and he got mad at me, and then we stopped talking, and then we reconnected a couple years later, and I went over to his house, and it wasn't the same anymore. Like
he was different.
Yeah.
Boom! Guess who stepped in the room? His mama named him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. What up, Jordan? Clay is in the building. He said, "My man, Have." Yes, Have is in the heavens right now. Look behind him. Behind him, you might actually see the pearly gates.
I gotta change my background again.
All right, so Baddie, now back to you. Give me a time where you held a friend accountable and it went well. Where it went good. Was able to have a good conversation. That conversation drew y'all closer. It made your friendship stronger. And I got a great question after you answer this one. I'm gonna answer the question too about holding friends accountable. I'm gonna add my 2 cents.
So this is my cousin.
Okay. We could add friends and family. It don't just have to be.
This is my cousin.
Okay.
She was dating somebody, right? She was dating him.
Okay.
He didn't know that me and that individual like had relations, right?
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Back up.
Oh, no. Listen.
No, wait a minute. I'm trying to understand the story. It was your cousin, and your cousin didn't know that you and someone had relations?
Well, she started dating him. Like,
and didn't know that you and him was involved at one point.
Yep.
So y'all was on the low?
Well, I mean, it just happened, and then like we never spoke about it. But
yeah, that's the low.
Yeah.
That's basically what the low is. It happened, and we never spoke about it again. Yeah, Baddie, that's the low.
But basically, right? The reason why like it didn't work out with us was because like I peeped a lot of things that he was doing, right?
Okay.
And I didn't tell her, about us. He didn't tell her about us. I'm like, okay. But she was like, oh yeah, I'm dating him, whatever. His name was Sean.
Okay. Shout out
Sean,
to Sean. Sean on the low.
If you're in the building, I will say a big to you. But she basically she fell for him.
Okay. So you
And
feel like she had real feelings for him, like for real, for real? Was it a crush or was it sincere? Like she really had legitimate feelings for him.
I think she had real feelings because like
was he a good guy? You liked him
for one night.
Yo.
Hey, yeah. Damn, Sean, bro. She only liked you for one night, bro. That gotta be a world record.
But basically, like I knew what I was dealing with, right? Like homie was an asshole, like to everybody, like a complete dickhead to everybody, right? So when she told me about them, I was like I'm talking like she bought this dude everything, right? I'm like, stop, you know? Like I can't say stop because of X, Y, and Z, but I have to say like she has to figure it out on her own at the end of the day. But I dropped a couple seeds, you know, I planted a couple things, and she actually was very receptive. Like she was like, oh, like if that's how he is, fuck him. And he ended up, so basically she ended it with him, right? He ended up actually putting her, this is how bad he was. He put her number on, I guess like he owed money to like the courts or whatever, and he put her number down. He put her number down, so they were contacting her
like to try to get the money from him.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's how bad of a person he was. But she was.
He was a D head.
Yeah. And he lied about having a child, by the way.
Oh Lord! Now he a double D head. All right, so now let's get to the conversation that you had because we done went through a lot of negative. Where's the positive in this story?
Oh no, she took my opinion. Like I was like,
what was the conversation you had? Well, how did you approach her with it?
That was a bit rough. You know, I had to kind of like figure out how to like maneuver my way in without like it being too obvious. But she basically like asked me for advice. And then I just was like, I don't think he's a good person for you. And, you know, you can do so much better. You're beautiful. You're this, you're that. And then he actually hit her up after, because she was like, I'm done with him. Because they've already had issues at this point, right? They've already had issues at this point. And, like, she was just like, I can't deal with him, X, Y, and Z. And then, you know, they kind of broke up. And then he, like, came back in the picture. And he just kept fucking up. I'm not gonna lie, he just kept fucking up. So in that situation, I feel like she listened to me because she could have been like, oh, fuck you, I don't need to do yada, yada, yada. But she didn't. She actually heard me out.
All right. What up? Oh, my brother, Intensify on the IG. What's going on, my brother? All right. So thank you for sharing your story, Baddie and Hev. So it's been a couple of times where I've had to hold someone accountable. And it's going good sometimes, and it's going bad sometimes. So the good time is my friend Kent. We was working at Starbucks together, and Kent, really cool dude. You know, he does music. He's a dancer. You know, and when I first met him, I was like, I'm not gonna like this guy at all. He's very self-centered. He's very, you know, everything about
That's
me.
Usually how friendships go.
You think about that about everybody.
No, I didn't think that about you, bro. What you talking about?
You ain't talked to me for like the first 6 months.
No, that is hell. You like yo, Hev out here lying, bro.
Jerry.
Hev out here lying. Anyway, so I didn't really like Ken at first. So,
but why though? Why?
Why? Because he seemed a little. Let me see. Because Kent is my friend. I'm not gonna try to throw him under the bus. I felt like it took me I'm a very observant person. I pay attention to people very well. So I was paying attention to him, and he kind of seemed like he had a kind of like all eyes on me type of an attitude. He wanted to be the center of attention. Now, don't get me wrong. Me being an introverted person, I automatically don't work too well with very extroverted people. But when someone has an all eyes on me type of an attitude, I usually it seems like they're doing things to cause attention to themselves. So it's not genuine. You know, they're doing things to get the attention. And if you're doing things to get the attention and it's not natural, then it comes across as a little staged or it comes across as a little forced. So me and him didn't get along at first. Well, not we didn't get along, but we weren't friends at first. And then we started to talk about music. You know, we started to talk about music, and that is what clicked our friendship right there. And as we became closer and closer friends, you know, I was telling him about a situation that he was having. It was a situation he was having with a young lady, and she seemed like a really nice young lady for him. And I kind of gave him some advice of, and I didn't know him that well, but I was like, I'm gonna give him the advice because I'm gonna test our friendship right now. I'm gonna see if we friends right now. Because if he came at me wrong after I said this to him, then I would know. All right, I pushed the limit of our friendship a little bit too far. But I was like, bro, you out here wilding, bro, and you're gonna lose a good girl. I'm telling you, don't do that. And he was like, I thought he would be like, yo, F you, bro. Like, who are you to tell me? And he was like, of all the people Tove, I respect that coming from you because I know you wouldn't have told me that if you didn't really mean it. You know, and I respect your point of view. And I was like, Kent, she seemed like a really nice woman for you, bro. So, I mean, I know you having fun, but you know, don't lose a good thing out here, for a night of fun. And after that, their relationship got a lot better. You know, it didn't last forever, but it did last longer than what I thought it was gonna last because it looked like it was teetering for a minute. But yeah, he thanked me. He's like, yo, thank you for pulling me to the side and letting me know that. And he was like, if there's he was like, I don't listen to nobody, but if there's one person I would listen to advice from, is you. So I thought that went really well, especially giving advice to a man, because I'm great at giving advice to women. You know, I'm good at that. That comes naturally. It's not as it's not as easy for me to give advice to men, but it's easy for me to give advice to women. But when I'm truly your friend, I got to give you the advice, whether you like it or not. All right. Now, a time where it went bad. I mean, it's going bad a couple of times, but you see the times that it went bad. All right, we're gonna remove a Baddie until her camera comes back on. So a time that it went bad, I tried. It was the opposite scenario. I was trying to tell a friend of mine that a woman wasn't right for him. I ain't gonna say no names this time because I don't want to. I ain't trying to break up. I ain't trying to break nothing up. But I was trying to tell him that a woman wasn't right for him, and he swore up and down that she was. And I'm like, bro, I see the demon in her eyes, bro. You better be careful.
Why
and he
do I
was
feel
like,
this
nah,
is about Eric?
Huh?
Well, I feel like this is about Eric.
Oh, nah. It's not about Eric. Nah, it's not about Eric. I'm like, bro, like I see the demon in her. All right, we're gonna bring a Baddie back. All right, cameras back. All right. So I was giving him advice and I was telling like, yo, I see the demon in her eyes, bro. You might want to leave her alone. And he was like, nah, she's the one for me. And I'm like, he was like, yeah, like mind, not mind your business, but kind of like, yo, mind your business and leave, stay out of it.
So like when you say like yo, you seen the demon in her eyes, what's she doing? Like poking holes in condoms or something like that?
Ooh, that means you got the demon in your soul. That's not just in your eyes. If you poke the holes in ladies, don't poke no holes in no man's condom.
Please don't.
That's not the right thing to do.
It's really not.
Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, you are the one in control of if that baby is going to come into this world. You are in control of your body. You get to say whether you're going to have the baby or not. but it's also going to change that man's life for at least 21 years.
And just make sure it's with the right person.
And it's not right to the guy, and it's not right to the child.
Yeah, if you're gonna poke a hole, then he's not the right person.
That's not the whole. Ladies. That's not the hole you should want the man to be poking. Let him poke another hole, but don't poke holes in condoms. All right. So my next question. This is a good question. All right. Hey, Baddie, I want to get this question is going to you first. All right. Do you truly believe men and women can be friends?
You ask this every other week.
I didn't ask a Baddie.
The friendly side of me wants to say yes.
Uh-huh.
But the realistic side of me is gonna say no.
Have you ever tried to be friends with a man and it didn't work out?
I actually had a situation, right? It was someone I was dating before. He was like, "Oh, this person wants to sleep with you," right? And I'm like, "No, they're my friend, yada yada yada." And he was like, "Test it." So I actually called this individual, testing it, and he was down, and I was like,
"Of course he's gonna be down. Of course."
No, you.
Why do you think women have such a hard time believing that? Why do you think women have such a hard time believing that if a man is hanging around them, he wants to insert his penis in you?
But
I
seriously thought this person was a friend. You know,
he might have been a friend, but he's a friend with a penis.
There is no sexual advances. Yeah, no facts. And that's why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna call this person. Or I'm thinking, I already got this in the bag. Like he would have been like, oh, what? Nope. He was down. And then at that point, I was like, you made your point.
Right.
So then what'd you tell him?
What, the dude that I called?
Yeah.
Oh, I made him think that I actually wanted to like sleep with him.
But
how did it turn out, dude?
Well, I never hung out with him. I just.
Oh, so you threw the you let the friendship go because you realized that it wasn't as much of a friendship as you thought?
I became friends with him again, but it wasn't the same.
This is a good statement that comment that Ashley said. The only thing I feel that can keep a man and woman from having non-sexual relationship is distance. There are exceptions though.
Yeah, like me and my wife.
Which explain, Hev?
We're together now.
Oh, okay, so the distance was the only thing that was stopping y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was your lady though. We talking about friends.
Oh yeah.
Have you got your head in the clouds, bro? Come up out of the clouds.
Honestly, though, like it sucks because like there are true friendships that I hope are friendships, but I mean, the older I get, I'm realizing that they're friends with a game plan.
All right. Well, I could tell you this much, Baddie. I'm your friend.
No, I'm your friend too.
All right. I'm your friend, and I ain't got no game plan or no agenda or no tricks up my sleeve. I'm
no. That's why, like, I mean, we freaking played all day, so I know. Right. And you won in that wrestling match, fair and square. I don't care.
No, I didn't win fair and square, but that's a different conversation for a different time. Hev, what is the benefits of having? What would you think would be a great benefit of having a female friend?
Wait, you over here beating ladies on the PlayStation 4?
No, she actually whooped my ass.
Yeah, no, he beat
but
me.
If I play against a woman, yes, I will whoop her ass. I ain't got no qualms about saying that. Yes.
He beat my listen.
Nah, she whooped my ass, but that's a different. Hev, what do you think? I know you said you never really had a female friend, but let's say hypothetically, what would be the benefit of a man having a female friend besides her hooking him up with other girls?
I got nothing. That's what I was gonna say.
Hey, yo, ladies, have seen no benefit in y'all if you're not sleeping.
No, as you should. As a married man, as you should. But I will say this: I grew up with two best friends.
Have you a scoundrel, bro?
I grew up with two best friends and they're men, right?
Okay.
And the benefit of me being their friend, I'm talking like best friend as far as like
So you know for sure they never had any sexual feelings towards you.
no.
Okay.
Like literally like best friends, like high key family type shit, right?
Okay. All right.
And I mean, like we would call each other like after 9 p.m. on three-way, and like we'd hang out every weekend. So like they were like my friends, my boys, you know. But I will say this: I learned the ins and outs of men as far as like from their eyes, like
Okay.
like
From
I
a male's
knew
point of
how to,
view.
yeah, I knew how to like play on certain situations. I knew how to like act accordingly at certain situations and stuff like that. And I feel like without them, I would not have known that. So,
All right.
me
Have you sure you want to stick to that answer, bro?
Nah, you know what?
me
Thinking about it, I
personally,
do got some female friends.
Okay, so then what's the benefit of having a female friend, bro? He's still throwing up blank.
as he should. As he should.
No, I'm not saying right now. I'm not saying because obviously he's a married man, and I believe that in a marriage, your best friend should be your partner.
Right.
But I'm just saying, hypothetically, what are the I'm just asking him to answer it hypothetically, not in real life. What would be the benefit of having a female friend?
Like at my old job, I did have female friends, and at the time I wasn't with anybody. And for me, the benefit of having female friends was having that kind of like female perspective on the job. Like it was a different point of view.
All right.
And like it made the job a lot easier because they were a lot more compassionate, a lot more understanding, and it like I appreciated the job more, and I appreciated them more because we were all going through the same things together.
Okay. I think the benefit of having a female friend, I think females, I have a soft spot in my heart for children and the elderly. And I think naturally women are better with children and the elderly. So I like being around women to see how they interact with the children and see how they interact with elderly people. It gives me a better, it teaches me a different level of tenderness when it comes to dealing with certain people. Guys are kind of like used to dealing with the guys, being kind of raunchy, being kind of rough with each other, just saying whatever you want to say, just having a good old time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a flip side of it. And, sometimes you have to think about the children and the elderly because at that point, at those points in their lives, they're dependent and sometimes they're helpless. So you have to have more of a gentle side, more of an empathetic side. And I think women are great at that. So I love being around women. I like seeing women with their children because it teaches me something that I've never experienced. I don't have any children. I didn't grow up around a lot of kids, and I haven't really grown up around a lot of elderly people. So it definitely helps me see a more tender, empathetic, sensitive side. And I love that side of women. It's very important. And I think it's a side that is definitely fading. It needs to be pushed back to the forefront. What up, Jojo? Joanna. What up, Jojo? Welcome to the stream.
What's up,
All right.
Jojo?
Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let me give you the. All right. So, hey, Baddie.
Yeah.
What can a friend do to push your friendship to the limit? Where it's like, okay, I rock with you 1,000,000%, but if you cross this line, I am not rocking with you no more. That is it. Where does your friendship end? When can your friendship be pushed too far past that line that nobody's supposed to cross? And you're not, and there is no forgiveness after this. What can a friend do that's unforgivable?
First of all, lie to me.
Lie to you on about anything?
About important things. I mean, there's wet lies,
Nah, okay.
Or white lies, I mean, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay. So is it lie to you? Because what if it's a white lie? Because if you'll accept a white lie, then
about important things, right?
Okay.
So basically, right, I actually ended a friendship not too long ago. She was the type of person that like wanted advice, right? She wanted understandment on her situationship or whatever was going on, right? I would give it to her as her friend, you know? I would work out with her, I would do this with her, everything. And it just got to a point where it was like no matter how much I exhausted my, you know, efforts, she just did what she wanted to do anyways. So I'm like, all right, I'm cool. In that situation, I took a step back, you know? And then it wasn't reciprocated. There were moments where I was
a
going
one-way friendship.
Yeah, there was moments where I was going through hardship and I reached out to her thinking that, you know, she was going to be a friend, and it just I was like, cool. Now I know, you know? But I have a very tough exterior for most, you know, I don't let a lot get to me.
Right.
So when things do, it's like I kind of expect you to be there, you know.
Okay. I feel you. And I agree with you. You know, if a friendship is one way for too long, you express it and it doesn't change, then yeah, you got to go ahead and I'm not saying maybe you don't. I'm not saying me personally, I understand from your point of view, but me personally, I don't think that I would end the friendship forever because of that. But I would definitely have to take a step back and say, all right, I'm standing here. When you're ready to finish this friendship, you come meet
I
me
don't
in the
think
middle
I've
of the road.
ever ended a friendship permanently, you know. I'm still young, I'm still learning. The other individual still has to learn. So
all right, Ashley Larry said, if a friend continues to test my loyalty or the friendship we have, they can bounce, respectively speaking. Definitely lie and take what's mine. Man, spread lies about me or tell secrets. All right.
damn. They're all good answers. What the fuck?
Ev, what about you, bro? What can a friend do that's unforgivable? You'll never be their friend again.
Wow. I don't really like I've never had it done to me. Like it's always been like I feel like a friendship has run its course.
Yo, Have, sit up, bro. You fading into the heavens, bro.
I'm here, yo. I feel like
he was though.
Yeah, you every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you fading further back. Look at A Baddie. That's what you was looking like, bro. All right, go ahead.
So for me, a friendship has always like kind of run its course in the past. Like we either changed too much and like we didn't, you know, change with each other, or you know, but for me, like I would have to agree with like Joe, where like if something was going on with my wife and stuff like that, then that's a definite, you know, end to that friendship. But I've never been close enough with anybody where I think that they could do something like that to me.
Wait, hold on, say that again. You never been close enough with. Wait a minute. Explain that.
Like the people that I've been friends with, I've never thought that they could do something so bad where it would make me stop being friends with them.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand what you're saying now. I get it. So you're saying that you've picked your friends very wisely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see what Ashley Larry had to say. Have you want to read what Ashley Larry had to say? It's about you.
How will end the friendship over the last piece of chicken in the bucket? Salty Ninja.
All right, Joy said, if you can't respect my opinion and or boundaries or just me as a good person, you got to go. Yeah, that's a great answer. Actually, let's bring that back up. Y'all gotta really understand what he just said right there. Respect my opinion, respect my boundaries, and just me as a good person. And that was kind of like what we was talking about last time. Is like how good people get taken advantage of, you know. For me, something that I would never ever forgive. Oh boy. What's something I would never forgive? I'm a very forgiving person. And over time, I don't really let anything. I don't hold on to things that hard for that long. So it's hard for me to come up with an answer to this, but if you steal from me, if a person steals from me, I'm talking about like steals. I'm not talking about steal the last piece of chicken out the refrigerator or something like that.
Yeah,
Because if that was the case, me and Hev would have been stopped being friends a long time ago. Because me and Hev them both ate each other's food plenty of times. Yo, what's in the fridge, yo? What was in the fridge, yo?
Yeah, I think that if you take one of those toys in the back, it's a wrap. I don't think
You said if you take one of what?
one of your toys from the back. Yo,
One of my toys from the back.
Yeah.
You stole one of those. Nah, I wouldn't end my friendship, but I'll be upset. But yeah, if someone steals from me, that is like an ultimate betrayal. When someone is stealing from you or someone steals from you, that's really not cool because that tells me so much about your character. So it tells me so many things about your character if you are able to steal from someone. Hold on, let me put the link in the chat just in case anybody else want to jump in. All right. So let me okay, so yeah, if someone steals from me, that would definitely I would probably never forgive them ever again. That would end the friendship. Doesn't mean I would never speak to them again, but I definitely would not be their friend anymore.
On a more lighthearted note, I think that if you asked Tove to go out every day somewhere, he would stop being your friend by the end of the week.
Yo, Hev ain't been at work this whole week on the WCIS, and he coming in hot. He chose violence today. Hev woke up today and chose violence against your boy, little fat mushy. But yeah, if someone steals from me, yeah, that's one. And number two would have to be like Jordan said, if you don't respect, because if I rock with you, I genuinely want what's best for you. So if you can't appreciate that and really and cherish that side of our friendship and you taking that for granted, yeah, I probably can't be your friend no more because I only know how to be a friend one way. You know, and that's a real genuine friend. And sometimes that comes with difficult conversations. That comes with a lot of laughter. It comes with a lot of things. But, you know, I just want anyone that I consider to be my friend, just know that I want what's best for you. Even sometimes even more so than myself. So if you know that and you can respect that, I think our friendship will always be able to withstand the test of time.
Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that. I feel like that should be on a shirt. I'm too blessed to be salty. I like that.
All right, let's see what Joanne had. Definitely wouldn't end the friendship over that. Wait a minute, what did Ashley say? Hold up, let's go back to what Ashley said. You want to read that one, Hev?
All right. Ashley Larry said, let me ask you all of this. Do you take a friend not reciprocating personal feelings as a means of ending a friendship? Talking to mainly to the introverts.
Would you take a friend not reciprocating personal feelings?
Like they don't like if you giving your feelings and they're not reciprocating back to you the same emotions. Is
right.
That a reason
like
to end
you're
the
being emotionally available with them and they're not being emotionally available with you.
I don't think that's what he's saying though. I don't know.
That's what we're asking. I'm asking if that's what he's saying before I answer the question.
I think that's what he's saying.
I'm not quite sure, but I believe that's what he's saying. But let's wait until he responds before we answer. But I mean, me personally, if I'm being emotionally available with one of my friends and they're not being emotionally available with me, that's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, so now I can answer the question. If my friend is not being emotionally available with me, let me see, did he say, is that means of ending the friendship? No. I wouldn't end my friendship with someone if they're not being emotionally available with me because we have all been through different things in our life. We've all been through different things growing up and in our childhood and as adults. We are on different level of emotional planes, and I can't expect someone else to be on the exact same plane as me to open up and be vulnerable. So I wouldn't end the friendship. I would try to exude that vulnerability to see if it can trigger that response in them. If I'm being vulnerable to a Baddie, eventually I feel like she's going to start to open up to me and become vulnerable. It may take a year, it may take 6 months, I don't know. But if I truly consider her to be a friend, then I feel like eventually she'll start to open up. And if not, it doesn't mean that we're not friends. It just means that she's not emotionally where I'm at. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I just know that I can't pour into her emotionally. Maybe we can just have fun playing the video game. Maybe we can have lighthearted conversation. Maybe we could watch a movie or whatever. But if we could talking about matters of the heart, of serious situations, maybe she may not be the right friend to pour into when it comes to that cup. I could pour into another cup, but the cup of emotion may not be the right cup because she can't pour back into me. What about you, Hev?
I think that it has to do with like time and patience. Like if I keep, if I keep putting myself out there, and like Ashley Larry said, like I don't get anything back, like it's all superficial, it's all very on the surface, then one or two things can happen. Either I'm gonna fall back and then I gotta change the way our friendship is constructed, or if this is the only way I feel comfortable talking to this person, and I can't talk to this person anymore.
You can't talk to them about anything. You wouldn't even be able to talk to them about sports.
Um,
I'm just asking, bro. You couldn't even talk to them about the football game
because, like, once again, that's superficial. Like, I
right,
thought,
but
like, this would be a situation where I feel like I thought the friendship was deeper than that.
okay, all right, I feel you. Um, so Ashley Larry had a follow up question, but will you fall back from that friend on things you tell them? Yeah, I would fall back.
Definitely.
So I'll say this, right? I'm that person that does not open up, right? I'm a deflector. So if it ever comes back to me, I deflect.
Okay.
Like if they're like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm good."
So why is it hard for you to open up?
There has to be that trust level there, and that just stems from my childhood and having people use things against me and stuff like that. So it has nothing to do with you as the individual,
Mm-hmm.
like on the receiving end. It just has a lot to do with the individual that's expressing themselves.
All right.
I
Hey,
wouldn't
Bat, you wanna read Ashley Larry's comment?
The only reason I ask that is because some people are not on the same level as your sensitivity or emotional standards.
Exactly.
Now, yes. Again, I am that person that deflects, that does not give my friends, like my friends will literally pour their heart out to me, and I'll be like, I'll give them like 10%. Not because I don't love them as my friend, but because I feel like I have to be on that level of comfortability with them.
Right. Ashley Larry said maybe they can't express themselves as you feel necessary. Right. And that's the point. Like you have to give people wiggle room to let them feel you can't put that expectation on them that they need to express themselves on the level that you want them to. You can't do that. You have to let them express themselves on their level and what they feel comfortable. Because once you put that expectation on them, that can be too much pressure. And that can also hurt the friendship in the reverse way where you like, yo, just open up to me. And that might make them even fall back even further and go into their shell even more. Joanna said, you keep yourself protected. I can understand that. I guess she was responding to a Baddie. So how many of us do you feel like you have trust issues?
No.
Hey Baddie, what
feel
about
like-
you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Have go ahead.
No, I feel like I trust everybody in my life wholeheartedly. Like that's why there's so few of them.
Right. What about you, Baddie?
Yes.
You have trust issues
Yes.
with everyone or certain, like in general or specifically when it comes to specific situations?
I think for someone to actually get to know like the nitty gritty, right? Everybody is guilty until proven innocent.
Okay. Okay. Everyone is guilty until proven innocent.
Until like until
that ain't right, Baddie.
until I can trust you.
Hold on, let me Jay Clay. You can join the stream. I'm gonna put the link in the you see the link is gonna come up in the comment section. And I believe you just have to click onto that link, right, Baddie?
Yep.
All right, so there you go. That's how you do it. Just make sure that you have us in the background turned down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And make sure when you're talking, make sure that your microphone is good. Make sure your camera is nice and crispy. And make sure you're not fading into the heavens like Hev.
This camera, what y'all think?
Okay, there you go. There you go. $99.99. She's dropping the price out there, y'all. She fancy, huh? She bought a $99 camera. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I bought it because I think that it's going to be a really good ring camera.
Nah, that's a good investment, though. That's a good investment.
Streaming again, so.
Baddie definitely has a wall up. That's what Joanna said. Well, I mean, a lot of us have a wall up.
Realistically speaking, yes.
Yeah, everybody. I think I need one of them. What, you need a camera or you need a wall up?
Baddie got
both. Me personally, Baddie flexing with the price tag still attached. That's right. She had to flex on y'all real quick. All right. I think that if you interact with people that you have trust issues with, you need to alleviate those people out of your life.
But those people don't have to immediately get out of your life. You just need more time to understand them and to see that they're not those individuals that will bring that side of you out.
Right. You gotta have some lineage with that person to understand whether you could trust them or not.
Exactly.
But once you get to that point and you feel like, okay, I can't trust this person.
Oh no, they're out.
I don't think that it makes any sense to continue with a relationship. Now, I could say you could say you don't trust the person with certain things. That's different from saying I don't trust you as a person. If you don't trust that person, like I don't trust nothing about this person, then it don't make no sense to continue to be friends with them. Just let them go. Now, if it's certain things that you feel like I could trust you with my girl, but I can't trust you with, if I left money, right? I'm not trusting you. I'm not giving you my $500 and telling you to go invest it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust you with that. It doesn't mean that I don't want to be your friend. It's just that I know that you're not so great with money.
There's levels to it.
Right, there's levels to it. But if you can't trust a person, period, yeah, you got to go ahead and let that person go. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Let me ask you this.
All right.
You automatically trust people?
Have you met
huh?
I automatically trust people?
Yeah, like it's guilty until proven innocent. Is it like
No. I don't. Yeah, I don't look at it like that. I don't want to look at it as you're guilty until proven innocent. I stay neutral until I get to know you. Like Hev said earlier, Tobe ain't speak to me for the first 6 months. Now he was exaggerating it a little bit.
Dude.
But it was already something about Hev that I liked when I first met him. Even though we didn't interact that much, it was something about him that I liked. He seemed very genuine, and he seemed very kind-hearted, and he seemed like he seemed as if he was a very loyal person. I could tell how he interacted with Eric that it had to be something. If Eric befriended him to the point where he came to the house, I knew it had to be some good qualities about him. Now, me and Eric are similar, but we're also two very different people because I'm older. So I'm a little bit more standoffish at first. So the reason why I didn't just embrace Hev or just ingratiate him into my world immediately is I had to really pay attention, because once I ingratiate you, I excuse my language, I fucks with you, and I'm really gonna fuck with you. So I gotta take time to really see, like, all right, if I'm gonna invest in this person, let me go ahead and really invest in this person. But if I see something that I don't like, or if it's so bad that I feel like, nah, I can't handle it, I'll keep my distance. And you see, 10, 12 years later, me and Hev are still friends. So that's why I was a little standoffish at first. I was just really trying to see his character without him presenting his character to me. I wanted to see it for myself, because I already knew there was a possibility that we could be friends. It was something about him that I liked immediately. So I had to take time to kind of like get to know him, to really for it to lock in my mind, you know, so I could really see it for myself. And then I could be like, all right, now I can rock with Hev 100%. I ain't got to look back, you know. And that's why I'm like that with everyone. I'm a little standoffish at first, but once I rock with you, you got a friend for life. It could be 5 years that go past. If you call me 5 years later, yo, Tove, yo, what up, bro? What's going on? You all right? You good?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna call you first.
I'm definitely not gonna. Yeah, I'm not calling first. All right, hold on. We got somebody else knocking on the door. Knock on the door. All right. We got JoJo in the background. All right, get your JoJo, like I always tell you, get your camera nice and settled. Get your voice nice and clear. All right.
Hi, JoJo.
All right. We're gonna bring JoJo on into the stream. All right. Let's bring JoJo in.
Actually, like I said, I'll let people start.
All right, what up, JoJo?
Hey,
welcome
JoJo.
to the stream.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, wait a minute, hold up.
I know.
Whoa, we got hold on. I ain't want to get all loud and everything, but yo, I'm about to bring in my main man. He been rocking with us from day uno, like day one. We rock with him. We rock with people that's related to him. We rock with the whole family, yo. And I was talking to my man. Rich Hunter. It slipped my mind. I gotta go through so many names in my mind. And he put this person on the phone with me. And I wanna, before I even bring him on, I wanna give him I love to give people their flowers. And he got on the phone with me and he said some really nice things to me. You know, he said that, you know, he'd been rocking with us since day one. He support the WCIS. His whole family has watched the whole WCIS.
Aww.
And I want to tell him before I even bring him onto the stream, because I want him to get into the conversation. And I know he can hear me right now, but I want to tell him that I appreciate him and I truly respect all the support that you've given us over the years, bro. On the Instagram, on the Facebook, on Ustream, on YouTube. God bless you, my brother. God bless your family. And thank you for supporting us. All right, I'm bringing my man. His mama named him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. Jay Clay is in the building. All right, let's bring in my man Jay Clay. What up, Jay Clay?
What's up, Jay Clay?
How's everybody doing, ladies, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Yo, welcome to the stream, bro. I'm so happy to have you, man.
Sorry, I look a little out
Nah, bro, don't worry about how you look. It's about how you feel, man. You feeling good? You feeling good?
Man, I feel good. I feel blessed. Just came from practice. I'm doing a semi-pro football thing.
All right. Let's go. That's right.
How y'all doing?
Good,
I'm feeling great, bro. I'm feeling better now
good.
that my man Jay Clayton stepped into the room. Besides that conversation we had on the phone, bro, we never spoke before, and we've known each other for almost 10 years.
Hey, look, I want to say thank you for that. But
absolutely, bro.
Let me give you all y'all's flowers, you know, the whole WCS. So just a little background. How I started watching them was my wife's cousin, his name goes by Rich Hunter. He put me on to them because I'm from New York. I'm a fellow New Yorker.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm from the Bronx. No offense. Everybody out there. But,
unfortunately, no.
Yeah, unfortunately.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I'm gonna name him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. I agree with Clay. Go ahead, Joe.
But my family, my cousin-in-law, like a brother-in-law, put me on. It was when he first got the PS4.
Right.
I think it's when the PS4 came out. And so he put me onto the show. And ever since then, I've been in love with it. You know, from the Coming to Americas, the Prince conversation, Uncle Deep V,
Right.
Dookie Waterhead.
Don't forget Dookie Water Half.
Yeah. But it's been a blessing. I appreciate it. I love the show. These guys give great advice, and they do it for free from the heart. So anytime I can be around positive energy, I love it.
All right, Jay Clay, thank you so much, bro. Trust me, it makes me feel so good to hear you say that, especially coming from it's a little bit easier to be impressionable on people who are younger than you, but it makes me feel better when grown people are telling us like, yo, I rock with y'all 100%. Y'all helped us, you've entertained us, and these videos that we leave on YouTube are really gonna, when I'm dead and gone, these are gonna be my legacy. These are gonna be what people are gonna be able to go back and look and say, who was this guy? And I want everyone that ever watches any of these videos to know that comments like what Jay Clay just said, that's the reason why I love doing the show.
Yeah,
if it was just Jay Clay watching, I would do the show just the same way. I would do it the exact same way, because if you can have a positive influence on one person, you've done a great job today. And if I ever fall, what up, Shy T is in the building. All right, so let's get back into the conversation. All right, so JoJo.
Yes.
What does friendship look like to you, and what could someone do? Oh, wait a minute. What does friendship look like to you?
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever had to have a conversation with a friend where you needed to hold them accountable? And if you did it go good or bad?
Okay, so friendship. What does friendship look like to me? I feel like they're always there, like, or have my back, basically, so that I can always go to them and be like, "Oh man, I'm having a bad day," type kind of thing. When if, like I said before, like if something that they would do that would make me like be like, deuces, it's either steal my man, talk about me behind my back, spread lies about me, or tell my secrets. Like, because I'm a talkative person, so I'm gonna tell you everything. Right. And then what was the other question?
Have you ever had to hold a friend accountable? And if you did it go good or bad?
I held a friend accountable because I was telling basically the emotional aspect that we were talking about earlier before, where I was giving so much and she wasn't. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going through something. I'm going through anxiety." And I'm like, well, that's what you need to come to me for. If I'm looking at you as like my best friend, basically, because that's what she's considered. And she's hiding from me and not showing me these emotions. And when I need her, like I call her and like she doesn't answer the phone, like I know where we stand at this point.
Okay. So when you had that conversation with her, how did it go? What did she say?
That's what she said. She said she was going through something and she had anxiety, and I had to just like let it just go, because at that point you're giving me excuses.
Oh, like, okay. So you ended up ending the friendship because of that.
I didn't end the friendship. We are still in contact, but it's not
the same type of friendship.
Yeah.
Are you more acquaintances now?
Yes.
Okay. Because to me, a friendship is like y'all hang out together. Y'all feel comfortable going to each other's houses. Y'all like doing things together. You will go out of your way to invite that person to make sure that they're there, because their presence adds, value to whatever it is that you're doing. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of people call each other friends without really understanding what friendship is all about. All right,
so you don't be doing none of that.
Wait.
Huh?
You don't be doing none of that.
I don't do none of that.
With the salt.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. Hold up.
You go out, invite people over to their house.
Jesus. Can that man make you happy?
Wait a minute, Have. Hold on.
He's long time coming.
So you mean to tell me before you lived here, I never invited you nowhere? You ain't come with us bowling? I ain't invite you bowling?
When did we go bowling?
When did we go bowling? I got pictures of us going bowling. We never went to the movies together, all of us going to the movies?
Same old Have.
I got pictures, bro.
We gotta go again. The statute of limitations expired on that.
Yo, what movie we gonna go? Yo, hold on. Let me finish talking to Jay Clay, please. His mama named him Clay, and I want to talk to Clay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Jay Clay, let me ask you, what does friendship look like to you, my brother?
You know, I'm one of those. I don't think friendship has a look. It's more of a feeling.
Okay.
It's what feels natural, whether it's good, whether something good or bad happens. You feel the natural love that comes from it, if that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So I've had the same friends for 10 plus years now.
Okay.
And my female best friend, she's been the only female best friend I have. She's been my friend for 14 years.
All right.
Her husband, who is my friend from high school, we've been friends for about 9 years now. And then I have we call each other brothers. They met my grandma. I've confided things in them that they've confided in me. We have arguments, which I think if you've never had an argument with a friend, are they really a friend?
No,
because I don't believe it. I don't believe that your friend should always agree with you.
Absolutely not.
I do believe that everybody has different beliefs and different walks of ways through life. Right. And so I feel like it's okay. I think we mix yes men with opinionated people, which I want my friends to have opinions. I'm going to respect your opinions. If we can agree to disagree, it's okay to agree to disagree. But where I draw the line of friendship is like the disrespect.
Right.
As a man, I would never belittle you for your beliefs. I could just give you my opinion. As long as I'm coming across with my opinion respectfully,
right. You won't ever take back in return.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a two-way street. I've had friendships that have fallen off throughout the years. And I hold no ill will. I wasn't perfect in the situations. I was as bad as they were. I grew up. It took me growing up to learn that.
Right.
That I wasn't living the way I was supposed to be at that time. So they decided to cut me off, which is no hard feelings. I get it. At the time, I had hard feelings because I didn't understand. But
had to take it like a man and hold yourself accountable.
Well, at that time, I did not. I'm not going to say a lie. I did not take it as a man. I didn't hold myself accountable. It wasn't until sitting down with older people, my grandma and all them, and them. Mm-hmm. Look, if your friends don't get you right, grandma or mama gonna always get you right.
That's why we still need Big Mama in our lives. We need a Big Mama to get you right.
Absolutely. And so, but yeah, I've been that bad friend and now and been that good friend at the same time.
All right. So what about Hev? I'm coming back to you, bro. You've been quiet long enough with your head in the clouds. All
yes.
Right?
You need to change your background to fire.
That's right. Nah, I ain't sprinkling no salt back at Hev. I'm gonna be nice with Hev because I love Hev. I have. So let me ask you something, bro. What's something that you had to improve on to become a better friend to your friends?
That's a good question.
I think I had to learn how to see other people's point of views. I had to learn how to step in other people's shoes. And
amen to that, Hev. Amen to that. We done had plenty of those conversations.
And for me, that came with time and experience and having friends that like you that had the patience to show that to me and still be my friends afterward.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. And if y'all didn't recognize that, Hev just gave me a compliment. Hey, Baddie, what about you? Something that you needed to improve on to become a better friend to the people around you, to your friends.
I had to learn how to listen and not respond immediately.
Oh, that is such a great attribute to have, and it's such a
Yeah.
great lesson to learn.
I was like, I already have my mind made up of what I'm gonna say next, you know, and I can't do that. I have to actually like be in the moment and actually just like listen to whoever is talking to me about whatever, and then like from there.
I've been in relationships in the past, and I've had arguments all night long, and I never even heard what she said because I was so busy. Woo! And now I thought of the next thing, and I thought of the next thing, and woo! Soon as she closed her mouth, I'm about to let. Oh my god! And I had to stop being that way. You know, I was sabotaging myself. I was sabotaging my relationships, and I wasn't being a real man by not listening. You have to, when you're communicating with someone, you have to take time to listen to what they have to say. And you're not listening to respond. You're listening to understand them and hear where they're coming from, so you could respond adequately, respond correctly. You can't handle. I'm speaking from me speaking to a woman in these situations. You can't handle a woman in a conversation the same way you handle a man. You could say to a man, bro, toughen the fuck up, bro. And they'll understand exactly.
A female?
And as men, we'll understand exactly what each other is talking about.
You're gonna get that look like what?
A female will be like,
what?
You can't, but you can't. Yeah, you can't say that to a
that whole
female.
head nod.
You know,
You about to
Right.
get it.
That'll be the last time JoJo and A-Baddie be on this show.
you can't say that to a woman that way. But I do believe that there is room in a woman's heart for a stern advice, so she can understand how serious it is. Like, yo, if I said, JoJo, I'm telling you right now, stay away from the guy that you work with. I see how he was looking at you. Stay the fuck away from him. Now, that could come across as harsh, but I'm saying it that way because I'm telling you, because I'm trying to get you to see it. Like, yo, really see it. Look at this dude. Stay the hell away from him. And I think that women have to allow room in their heart for that aggressive and that stern advice sometimes, because sometimes men see the dangers that women don't.
Yes.
Because we're men. We know how far men will go when it comes to women. Where y'all might be like, he's not going to do anything. But we see that look in his eyes where it's like, he might do something. I see how he's looking at you, and you.
If he ain't verbally say it, his body said it.
Exactly. All right. So now to you, JoJo, what's something that you had to improve on to become a better friend to your friends?
Stop being so sensitive. Like, basically writing off A-Baddie, like listening to what they're saying to me and understanding exactly what they're saying to me, like basically what you just said, and not taking it to the offense where they're like, oh my God, why are you saying it to me like that? Like, because I'm very sensitive. So like you saying something like that, if I didn't know you on a different level, you know, like I would take offense to that. Be like, what do you mean? Like, why, what? You
right, like,
have
who
no
are you?
to talk to me. Like, I know what I'm doing, like basically. So, but if coming from you, like, especially like how we work together, I would take it and I'd be like, oh, he's really looking out for me. Like he has my back right now. So I definitely understand. That's
all right.
Sensitivity, not being so sensitive.
Right.
You heard that, Tove? Stop being so sensitive.
No, as a man, my sensitivity is my superpower, bro.
It's a good look on you. I love it.
Ashley Larry said, I know what you mean, Tove, but can the reciprocant take that as haterism? Yes, you're absolutely right, Ashley Larry. If you come at somebody that harsh with advice, they could take it as you just hating on me, or who are you to tell me that? But I think that you have to read the friendship that you have with that person to understand how serious you can be with that person, and they have to, and you have to consistently conduct yourself a certain way where people will respect what you have to say, where they feel like, okay, this person doesn't have an agenda behind what he's saying to me. He's just looking out for my best interest. And I think that with men and women, I think that they detect that in a person when your actions are consistent. Like when they start seeing chinks in your armor, then it's like, I don't know. I don't know if this person got my best interest at heart.
But you also need to focus on who you're giving that advice to. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
the person also has to be like receptive of what you're saying. You know?
Absolutely.
Oh,
But the only way that you'll find out is to give the advice. That's the only way. Sometimes you have to push the limits of your friendship to see how far you can take it and how strong your friendship is.
I will say that,
like Jake Clay said, you don't know. I say this about anybody. You don't know a person until y'all have an argument.
I'll say true. Actually, very true. I'll say this, right?
True.
I'll say this.
Definitely.
Right? So I will take advice from you any day of the week. We've spoke multiple times outside of this, and like you've given me like real advice, right? I'll take that, and I genuinely appreciate it. Now, if
Thank you.
Ove came across the pond and gave me the same advice, I'll be like, you know what I mean? Not saying that I'm not like receptive, but I have to know that individual for who they are and actually respect them. And that respect aspect has to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
I agree with that.
I
I
agree.
agree with that because
Right.
it's easy to receive if it's somebody who you know has like if it's somebody you know who. Okay, for example, I'll use you and Hev as an example. Hev can say something to you jokingly, but also be serious at the same time. You'll pick up on that because y'all have known each other for so long. Y'all have had y'all's past arguments. Y'all have seen each other grow from your past arguments. I feel like today and age, if you have a friend that truly knows you and you truly know them and you know their heart, they can say something to you whether it's rough or not. Like I'll use one of my friends as an example. You know, he has a kid and he has two kids. One of the kids he's in their life, other one he's not. I can tell him, bruh, like, and I told him, you're slacking, man up, like men the fuck up. Excuse my French,
Right.
but men the fuck up. And because he knows me and he knows
Your
I
heart.
don't want his son going through what he went through. You know, he'll get it. As to where a Baddie or JoJo can be like, bro, you need to man the fuck up. They just said the same thing I said, but they don't know him. So of course he's gonna take it as
It's not gonna
who
come
are you?
across. Yeah, it's not
Even
gonna come
though
across his plate the same way.
even though they are right, they're not wrong. But it's just like like she said, it depends on who the person is coming to tell me. Because don't be doing like for me, I'm different. If you're doing wrong and you're telling me not to do wrong, I'm gonna take what you say as okay. You know you're right because clearly you see something that you went through that I need to know. Somebody else who is not as open minded or takes criticism well is going to be like, well, you're doing it. Don't tell me not to do it. Not knowing that that's somebody who is kind of looking out for you, doesn't want you to go down the path they went down. It just
Right.
depends on if you're open minded to that conversation or that criticism.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right, I got a question for you before you get up out of here. All right, bro.
Yeah, I'm next after that.
All right. So my question to you, is the WCIS is built, but it was built. The foundation of it was built with me and you, right?
Yeah.
We created this together initially. So I want to ask you a question right here on the stream. What have you learned from our friendship, and what have you learned from us doing the show together?
From you and me.
Yeah, me and you.
And then-
what have you learned from our friendship, and what have you learned from us doing the show together?
What I've learned from you and me is that our friendship can survive a lot of different dynamics because we've been roommates. You've been my bossy
Co-workers.
supervisor. You've been my bossy friend.
I can see that.
You've been my salty friend.
But I've always taken your advice as like, yo, it's almost like if I haven't taken your advice, then I'll be making the wrong decision. And when you give advice or you've told me to do something, it's always been in my best interest and not your best interest. So that's what I've taken from our friendship. And
go ahead before I respond.
And as far as the WCIS, I feel like there's so many people like that just want to live to be positive. Like they need an outlet to get away from like the mundane negativity that can numb everybody's life. And like sometimes you need an outlet to talk to other people who want to talk about real issues and real problems, and talk about them in a lighthearted, funny way sometimes. And I feel like if we can all like talk about that, then at least like we'll be okay then.
Absolutely. I'm gonna answer the same question in return, bro, because one, I'll start with the second question first. One, to me, no matter how much I love streaming, no matter how many people join me on the stream, no matter how many co-hosts I have that can jump on this camera with me, the show is not the same if Hev is not here with me. That's number one. The show is not the same without Hev. I can do it by myself, but I always prefer to have Hev right here next to me because it don't feel the same without my man Hev. That's number one. What I've learned from our friends, so what I've learned about the show from doing the show with you is I'm a better person working in tandem. I work harder if I have somebody next to me, I work harder because I don't want to let that person down. So that's definitely what I've learned from doing the show with you. What I've learned from our friendship is I have learned that I needed to, something that I had to correct myself on is one, I can't be so, I had to stop being so stubborn. I've always been a very stubborn person, and I have to, like you said earlier, I had to take a step back and look at things from a different perspective than my own, and understand that you have to cherish, even if you have a disagreement, and even if I'm right or if I'm wrong, you have to weigh it up. You have to weigh those arguments on a scale when it comes to your friendship. And I've never had a disagreement with you that was worth our friendship. And you taught me to make sure that you cherish that friendship over any and everything else, because everything else is fleeting. It comes and goes. But true friendship, when you find a true friend, that's not something that just comes and goes. That can last a lifetime. Girlfriends come and go. Jobs come and go. Money comes and goes. The WCIS could even come and go. But friendship can be forever. And that's what I learned. Cherish that friendship above all. Because at the end of the day, it might come a day where you really need that person to be by your side and help you with something. And you're one of the few people that I trust to help me. All right?
Appreciate that, bro.
So, thank you so much. Like I said, we ain't trying to break up no happy homes. Go spend time with your wife, my brother. All right, I ain't even gonna put you on the front of the stage, all right? Because you might try to throw some salt on me if I put you back onto the front of the stage.
Hey, I still need a rematch with you and Eric.
Oh wait, rematch.
Uno?
I can say on God. Flipping.
All right, so JoJo, I'm gonna bring JoJo to the front of the stage. She said she gotta get up out of here. All right, later, bro.
Later, everybody.
All right, enjoy the rest of your. I'll see you on Tuesday, bro.
All right. Bye.
Have a good day at work tomorrow, bro. Later. All right, so JoJo says she has to get up out of here next. So JoJo, give the people some parting message about friendship in general, and also let us know, and this is a good question for you too, because you're new to the WCIS. You haven't really been watching since day one, like from back in the day. So give us your parting words on friendship, and also let us know, what do you like about the format? What do you like about the show? What made you want to jump onto the show? Just what do you like about it? All right. So I'm gonna bring you to the front of the stage.
Oh, dang, nabbit. Well, hello. For friendship and stuff, I'm gonna say just every day is a good day to have a good day, basically, and just enjoy life to the fullest because you only have one life. So like your friendships, the friends that you do have encountered or come across, like make sure that they're the ones that you want to have in your life, and don't waste any time or energy on anybody that's not supposed to be there. What I've learned or appreciate with my community or my unity is that I can come up here and be myself and like have fun. Like I can come up here and talk shit, and you guys like reciprocate it. Like you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not coming negative. I'm coming wholeheartedly, like from my heart, and I'm bringing some information that just my thought process. We all share. I feel like we all share a similar thought process, and I like that. Like I like coming up here. This is like therapy, kind of in a sense.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm very happy that you feel that way. Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna bring you back. We're gonna let you hit the outro with me. All right, everybody, it's your boy Little Fat Mushy Tove representing the WCIS. We can inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Head. Shout out to Uncle DV. Shout out to the community. That's all about a. All right, JoJo, have a great day at work tomorrow. If you work tomorrow, if not, enjoy your day off.
Blessings.
And enjoy your Sunday evening. All right.
I'm gonna check y'all out on Tuesday.
All right. Yes, we'll be back on Tuesday, God willing.
All right.
All right. Later, JoJo. All right. So, hey, Baddie, we're gonna do the same thing for you. I want you to give your outro. I'm gonna bring you to the front of the stage too. That's right. Don't be shy. Bring you to the front of the stage. Give your outro on friendship, and that's it. I mean, you don't have to talk about the WCS. You've been with us too long. You ain't got to express all of that. I just wanted to hear JoJo's opinion because she started, she's just kind of starting fresh with the WCS. I wanted to get an idea of what she was liking about it, what she didn't like about it, all the good and the bad. You can't learn unless you have someone critique you and tell you how they feel, Luckily, she had nothing bad to say. All right, so yeah, everybody, give that triple dub, that womanly word of advice, the triple dub to the people about friendship. All right, you're on the front of the stage.
All right. I say this like I say all of the streams that I'm a part of. I think the biggest room in the entire world is room for improvement. Wherever you're at right now, the sky's the limit. I have always supported a little fat mushy Tove and Waterbed Head.
Hey, Baddie, I think you should be the one to do the reenactment of my intro and send a video. I think no one could do it but you. I need you to do it. I need you to send me a video. What up, everybody? It's your boy Little Fat Mushy Tove. I need you to do the whole thing. All right, got to put the hat on.
Right.
You got to put the hat on. You got to do the whole thing. But I ain't gonna cut you off. But I definitely.
Well, you gotta have Prince playing in the background.
But I will say this. Like JoJo said, is it JoJo or Joe?
Yeah, JoJo.
Okay, Joanna said, this is honestly like therapy. You can come up here and be yourself and have no one else judge you, and like someone's always gonna like either agree with you or disagree with you. That's what people need in life, But all pieces and loves. Tell me get beat in WWE.
All right, hey Baddie, let me bring you back to the. All right, so hey Baddie, thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, jumping onto the stream with us tonight. Your presence is greatly appreciated, as always. Your triple dub, wise, womanly words of wisdom. As men, we always can use a little womanly words of wisdom. Never hurt.
Everybody need a Baddie in their life.
Jay Clay, honestly, like you are very inspiring. I want to say.
Oh, please don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know you personally, but I feel like in this very short encounter, you have a lot to say, and what you say matters. So
I appreciate
you for just being yourself.
Sean, what's going on, bro? Streaming live on YouTube. Come on
I
over.
appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I can get back on her again, and you be on here too.
Absolutely. So, hey, Baddie, Peace out. God bless you, and I'll see you on the PlayStation Network in a little while. All right. All right. Hit it with the Unity. Hey, Unity. All right, and then there was two. Me and my man Jay Clay, my brother.
Question: how do I get on the network with y'all? I got to get on PlayStation with y'all because y'all was talking about wrestling.
When I get back on the PlayStation, we be up on there playing Uno. We be playing this game called Zombie Army. We be up on there having a good time. I just really started getting into the video gaming with them. Like they really be on there playing, and I mean I don't usually have a lot of time, but they like, yo, Toad, come play.
Games?
Yeah, it's like
all that.
Yeah, it's like it's fun though. Like once you got a community that all play together,
man,
it's fun, bro. It's fun.
I haven't had that in years.
Yeah, bro. We got some good gamers. I'm not one of them, but hey, if you got enough good veterans, it's always good to have some rookies sprinkled in. So, I want to say this also, Jay Clay, for over all of these years, bro. You've been in the comment section dropping jewels. Don't think I forgot, bro.
Oh man,
years. All those years dropping jewels, dropping comments, dropping the quote of the night. And I want to, like I said before, now that you're on camera with me, bro, I want to say thank you for all of the support, bro. Number one, thank you for giving us your time and your energy and your wisdom. And it's always, for me personally, I always tell people that I turn on the camera and it may seem like, oh, Toby's outgoing and he's loud and he's the one carrying. But I want to let everybody know, and especially you, because you're right here with me right now. Everyone that interacts with me, especially in a positive way, gives me that energy, gives me that motivation, and gives me that confidence to jump on this camera and speak my truth, because I know if I say the wrong thing, I know it could come back to haunt me. But it's the risk that I'm willing to take to try to help people. I know we live in a world where people love to go back and listen to somebody's words and tear your ass apart. And he said this, and now you said it this way. But it's like, you know what, Toby? Just stay true to yourself and be who you are, and try your best to be as good as you are to the people that are good to you, and even to the people that are not good to you. And you've been one of the people that have always, you and your whole family have been nothing but good to me, bro.
Let me cut you off, bro. I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta say this. The fact, I will say, WCIS is one of the most heartwarming, but about the people. You get a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people who say they're about the people, but like the fact that you can remember quotes from years ago, you can remember videos from years ago from anybody, from all your followers. The fact that you take the time to remember that, that's a blessing. The fact that you, Uncle DB, Hev, Waterbed Hev, the fact that y'all can sit here and remember comments from years ago,
8-9 years ago.
Yeah, like one, memory is amazing. As a football player who's had concussions, I can barely remember yesterday. The fact that y'all will remember things from years ago, things that people go through, whether it be happiness or sadness, anger, the fact that y'all remember and you don't have to, that means a lot to me. I know me alone, but I'm pretty sure to the rest of the fans. Thank you, Miss. I don't want to say your name wrong.
That's A Baddie. That was A Baddie.
It's so weird seeing the real names and can I give a shout out to my man Ashley Larry real quick?
Absolutely. Have you Ashley Larry been on the show too, bro?
I need to get on the show with him. That boy good.
Yo, Ashley Larry turned on the camera and jumped on the show, bro. He usually lurking in he stay lurking in the comment section.
Oh, that boy good. He good. But no, I love everything y'all have given to us, the community, myself, my family. All when my little sister died, and for y'all to reach out to me, that meant a lot to me, because you didn't have to. Again, the fact that y'all are beautiful souls and have them in your heart, you show people that New Yorkers do have a good heart. They're not what people think we are, but I do appreciate it. Everything y'all have done. You might not know how much you've done, but you've done a lot, more than what people would normally do.
Well,
I do appreciate that. As far as the friendship thing, I tell any and everybody, the world is every day is not guaranteed. I'm not gonna sit here and say the typical things. All I can leave you with is life is about learning, listening, and leaving.
Wow.
You
A
know,
lot of people forget about the leaving part.
oh
Don't leave
man,
this earth.
eventually we all gonna leave. My grandma, both my grandmothers, my mom, especially my mom, all three of those women have put so much knowledge into me.
It shows.
I'm gonna leave you with this. My grandma used to say, listening, listening, listening is like a race where you have 3 laps. The reason why you have 3 laps is you go around the first time not knowing what you're doing, not knowing what's to come. The second lap is to actually look around, listen to your environment, listen to what's around you. The last lap is your ultimate finish. So in other words, take what you got from the first 2 laps, put it to your third lap, finish the race, and get ready for the next.
Absolutely, my brother. Now, I want y'all to, if y'all gonna ever make a clip right there, because that was a great saying. You got to take advantage of all 3 laps. The next lap leads you into the next one. If you lack in one lap, you're gonna have to overcompensate in the second one, and then you might be too tired for the third.
So peace and blessings to you all. May God bless y'all.
All right, my man.
Whatever
His
God you
mama name
believe
him
in.
Clay. I'ma call him Clay. Thank you so
My
much,
boy
Jay Clay.
Fat Muscle.
That's right. We will be back on Tuesday at 8:30, my brother. All you have to do is knock on the door, bro. You always welcome, my brother.
Hey,
You ain't
I
gotta
appreciate
ask.
that.
Just come knock on the door, bro. You got an open invitation, all right?
Thank you. Much love to you, Tove. I appreciate everything. Hey, send the love to Uncle Deep V. I hope he's doing
Definitely
well.
will. Absolutely. All right, you got to hit him with the outro. All right, it's your boy Lil Fat Mushy Toe, representing the WCIS. We can't inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Head, shout out to Uncle DV, and shout out to the community. That's all about unity. All right, Jay Clay, God bless you. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. They probably have a good night. All right. And then it's back to Little Fat Mushy Tove all by himself. I want to say thank you to Waterbed Hev. Of course, say thank you to Waterbed Hev. I want to say thank you to A Baddie. Absolutely. I say thank you to A Baddie. I want to say thank you to Joanna. Joanna was in the building with us tonight. And I also want to say thank you to my main man. His mama named him Clay, and I'm going to call him Clay. My man Jay Clay was in the building. This show was brought to you by your boy, Little Fat Mushy Tove, the WCIS, Waterbed Hev, Uncle DV. I want y'all to stay blessed, stay beautiful. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, that notification bell, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, support the positivity, and join the community. All right. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. And it's your boy, Little Fat Mushy Tove. Peace out until Tuesday. Stay blessed. We out of here.